Hi, everybody. Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. We got an update on Tamara Kalinic. The lady, do you remember like 2 years ago, influencer from Instagram and YouTube? Well, influencer. Well, she was an influencer. Anyway, she got robbed in Paris. Her apartment in Paris got robbed 2 years ago. A ton of stuff in the value of several hundreds of thousands of euro got stolen, allegedly. Everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged and just my opinion, just to be very clear. But anyway, Tamara, let me show you who Tamara is. Hi, sweetie darling. So this is Tamara Kalinic. So basically 2 years ago, we reported on my channel about this lady's apartment being ransacked while she was, I believe, back then at a Louis Vuitton fashion show. She was invited to the fashion show. And then when she came back home with her back then boyfriend, fiance, the apartment was ransacked. Now, so there's an update. 2 years later, Tamara made an update video. And so that's why we're concluding finally this saga. So I'm making an update video as well because I made the video 2 years ago as well. So now there's a conclusion. She says that they have found and caught the burglars, the people who broke in. So for those of you who don't know, by the way, this video is being filmed live in front of a live virtual audience. So I'm reading the chats right now. And by the way, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thumb up this video, push the join button next to the subscription button, become a member today, gain access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon, superdacob, all spelled together there as well for extra perks. Thank you to my members and patrons who have already pledged. This picture, by the way, is from Tamara's own Instagram account. So it falls under fair use that we are using it. So influencer. However, and here's the thing. So in her video, this is a 1 hour long video on her channel. So I'm going to kind of shorten it so you don't have to watch the whole full hour. Well, anyway, I'm going to post the link to her video down below. So yes, go send her some love, subscribe, watch her video, all the good stuff. But so anyway, she's not an influencer anymore. Okay. Because in her video, she says that she's a famous celebrity. I'm paraphrasing here because she says a couple of things. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's keep this professional. And I'm trying so hard, you guys. So she said the only reason that she even mentioned the fact that she was robbed was because the police apparently told the press in Paris that a famous person has been robbed. And then she compares herself to Kim Kardashian in her own video, saying that before her, the only other big celebrity who has been robbed in Paris was Kim Kardashian. So Tamara had no choice because the police told the press that she was robbed. You know, it was in the press already. So she had no choice. As famous as she is, she had to make a video on her channel to tell the plebs, her followers, that she was ransacked. So anyway, she tells us, so let's just, anyway, so Tamara is a celebrity now, a big celebrity. So this famous person is now telling us that she has, burglars have been caught, and that, actually, interesting part, several of her bags that were stolen were given back to her. Were found on the resale market. She explains the whole complicated way how these bags came back to her, but apparently she got back her Tiffany blue Chanel rectangular mini in blue lambskin. She got, I think, a Birkin and a Kelly, or she got two Birkins back as well. She tells the story of how she got them back and how shady certain resellers were, but also how helpful other resellers were. One of the things in her story is she says, but I also have to say, this is why I don't recommend using, secondhand pre-loved platforms for these products because you never know how sketchy the reseller is, where they source their bags from. And I agree with Tamara on this one. You know, I always tell you, and also authenticators. I don't trust any authenticator out there. Whoever claims to be professional authenticator, all my alarms bell go off and I say, thank you, nice knowing you, never want to talk to you again, bye. But also, pre-loved, I know sometimes you think you can save a pretty penny, but and then what if the bag that the pre-loved market sourced from you was stolen from a super famous person? So anyway, she got a couple of bags back, which I'm really happy for her, honestly. I mean, all shade aside, I'm super happy because I thought to myself, there's no way on earth that she's going to get any of those stolen goods back. But she got a couple of bags back, and this is amazing. That's amazing news. She didn't mention getting any of her like watches back, like the Rolex, Bulgari, or whatever other watches she has. So anyway, but she also did say that she cannot reveal all the details about the strategy that was used to catch these thieves, because apparently some stuff is still ongoing. She was not completely clear about what all went down, but she said quite a few things. And she said, you know, she also said that the French police were not very collaborative with her in the beginning. They were throwing shade at her, telling her like, yeah, it's like your fault because you're showing all your wealth on social media. So duh, of course somebody's going to break in. And I agree with Tamara on this point when she says, well, but this is my job. Like I earn my money through showing off all this stuff from these brands. So like there, I agree with her. I mean, it is her job, you know. So in a way, the police could have kept their mouth shut. But then again, she should have known better. It's France, baby. It's France. The French are going to throw shade at you wherever they can. It's in their DNA. It's in their DNA. It's in their DNA. The French, one of the first exhibitions I had in Paris a long time ago, and obviously I'm not French, or am I? And one of these French people came to the show, and we were going to dinner after. And I'm not big on dairy. I'm lactose intolerant. I kid you not. As we were walking to dinner, I said to the gallerist, the curator, and a couple of their friends that were all going with us to dinner, I said, oh, great, I'm so happy. I'm so hungry after the opening, you know, to have some food. And they said, oh, we're going to this, like, place, French restaurant. Of course, there's cheese. And I said, oh, you know, like, is there anything else but cheese? Because I'm lactose intolerant. I kid you not, one of these French people turned around. It's as if they were just waiting for it. They turned around and they're like, and the people from your country even know what cheese is? Now, that's the French. So of course I looked back at them, honey, you don't mess with me. And I said, yes, I know what cheese is. It smells something like what I'm smelling coming out of your breath and your feet. Take a shower next time you come to dinner with me, please. My nose is very sensitive. So anyway, anyway, so somebody in the chat says, okay. Finley says the top reminds me of a tampon, by the way. Okay, Finley. Well, anyway. So anyway, and I'm telling you, the French are really quick to throw shade. Now, Tamara, since she lived in Paris, she should know how shady the French are. So if the police tells you, well, you're showing off your wealth on the Instagram, what do you expect? I would have just answered in a bitchy way to them, and then they would have respected me. And let me tell you one thing. When I answered that mofo about the cheese feet, we both had a good laugh, and that person respected me from that moment on. So you kind of have to play their game. You have to kind of play their game and show them that you're not intimidated by their culture, that you're not intimidated by their attitude. You show them that you play along with their game, and then it's all good. And we had a lovely evening from that moment on. Just saying. So I'm really happy that Tamara got a couple of her bags back. I am keeping my fingers crossed that she gets all of her bags back. And the watches and all the jewelry that was taken from her. And yeah, and I'm really glad that the thieves have been caught. Or from what I understood, at least some of the thieves have been caught. So I'm really, really, really happy that she got that solved, you know. And here's hoping that she gets all of her stuff back. But, quite a few, like I said already in this video, and I'm repeating it now again, resellers and pre-loved stores didn't help her much. Except for one lady that helped her out. The others were really, really not cool to her. They were not helping her out at all. So this also shows us that pre-loved stores can also be total shady bitches. So be careful. Be careful, y'all. Be careful. Tamara, my love, wishing you all the best in your fame. In your fame and fortune. Oh, and one more thing she said in her video, she said that she obtained a lot in her life thus far. Being invited to all these shows and being able to afford all of these luxury bags and jewelry. But she says she hasn't even reached 20% of everything that she wants to reach still in her life. So, abbondanza, hai capito? And her fiancé is Italian, so tu sai esattamente quello che voglio dire, ok? Tanti baci a tutti e due, eh? Auguri a figli maschi. Ciao, vi amo. Bye, guys. Take care. Subscribe, thumb up the video, all the good stuff. Bye.